Hello and welcome to Grown and Chic, or welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. Thank you for coming back. We love having you here. If you are brand new to our channel, welcome to this channel. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell so you'll be the first to know whenever we drop a brand new video. Share this with your community. If you like what you see, hit the like button. And if you have a question or you have a comment, put it in the comment section and we would like to chit chat with you. The benefits of having a huge collection like mine is you always have a fragrance to wear for every occasion. The drawback of having a huge collection like mine is sometimes it gets overwhelming. Sometimes I stand here for like 10 minutes. I'm like, what the heck am I going to wear today? For what does it match the occasion? Is the scent profile okay for the season? Is that how I want to present myself? So sometimes it really just gets overwhelming, right? But here are a list of fragrances that I call my when all else fails fragrances. When I don't want to think about it, when all else fails, I walk in here and I pull out one of these and I feel really happy with myself. Let's go through them with little to no explanation. But here it is, when all else fails. Okay, I am going to start with Inicio's Musk Therapy. This is a clean, citrusy, floral musk. This is very simple, but it is also very sophisticated. This is the lady that's effortlessly chic. She's just always put together. She puts so much effort to look like she did not put any effort at all. This is what Inicio's Musk Therapy is. You can wear her for any occasion. You can wear her to work, but you can also wear her for a special occasion. Her longevity is fantastic. She gives me about 8 to 10 hours on skin. The sillage is huge for a fresh fragrance. That is fantastic performance. I love Musk Therapy because it's easy on me and it's easy on the people around me. But it doesn't mean that it doesn't smell good. This is sophistication in a bottle. This is the lady that walks into a room very well dressed but doesn't talk too much. Y'all can see that she's sophisticated, but she doesn't need to do anything to explain that to you guys. I don't know if that makes any sense. But I love this. When all else fails, I would usually douse myself in Inicio's Musk Therapy. The second fragrance in my collection that I consider when all else fails is La Danza de la Libellule by Nobile 1942. I have this in the Eau de Parfum and this is the Extrait de Parfum version. I actually do love the Extrait de Parfum version because it's leaning more vanilla. It has that crisp apple at the top. It also has that cinnamon. It's like a cinnamon apple pie. Right? So this gives me so much comfort. Y'all may or may not know that my husband had a stroke in 2024 and he's in healing right now. It's been a long journey. Thank God he's healing. He's getting better every day. But while he was in the hospital, I wore La Danza de Libellule to the hospital every day. Because I was hoping that, because he had a lot of memory loss, I was hoping that he would smell me and remember me. And so this is such a comforting fragrance for me. And to some people, they'll look at it and say, be like, maybe that evokes sadness. For me, it doesn't. It actually reminds me of how far he has come. It reminds me of what is possible, right? If you just continue believing in yourself, believing in God, and just, putting one foot before the other and, keep fighting. So it reminds me of how far we have come. But this is such an easy fragrance for me to wear. Again, like I said, I prefer this one to the Eau de Parfum because the Eau de Parfum leans more crisp apple, the cinnamon and the vanilla in the background. So it's not that sweet. This one is sweeter. It is creamier. It is just more grounded and more rounded, and it gives me the vibe that I need. So this, when all else fails, when I don't want to think about it, I will pull for La Danza del Libellule by Nobile 1942. This is number 2. Number 3 is a combo. So I would say Happy Dust by Narcotica and her very good sister, Fairy Dust by Genre Parfum. I put this together. The reason why I put this together is the longevity and projection of this one is not where I want it to be, because I always say I want my fragrance to walk into the room 20 minutes before me. I want her to start introducing herself and talking to the people before I get there. Okay, and so I'm going to need a fragrance that does all that. Now, when Genre Parfum is an impression house that does impressions of high-end fragrances and makes them very affordable. It's Black owned and the quality of his fragrances is tip-top shape. His version of this perfume actually performs better than the OG. I'm going to give you the price difference for this two. This bottle is $300. This bottle is $25. But this performs way better than this. Need I say more? but I do love this fragrance so much and I cannot stop wearing it. Lately, I know the dent is not telling you anything, but this just got into my When All Else Fails rotation lately when I finally got this one. So I have just started wearing them together and I find myself gravitating towards it a lot. It is really beautiful. It is soft girl. It is sexy. I think I have noticed that the fragrances that I wear when all else fails, they are very soft fragrances, because when I start feeling like that, it means that I'm getting a little bit overwhelmed. And so I don't need any fragrance that is punching me. I don't need any fragrance that's punching me in the face. Life is already kicking my ass, okay? Life is already kicking my tuchus. I don't need anything else that's going to give me hell. So this one is something that I put together. So this is Happy Dust by Narcotica and Fairy Dust by Jean Paul Parfum. I put it together and I do my body butters and body oils. It's a vibe. By the way, Brown Sugar Babe, oil for this. Think about it. Now the next one is When All Else Fails and I am going out and I want to feel like, you know, Little Miss Bougie. I wear Neroli Orangé by Matière Première. First of all, the house of Matière Première is in my top 3 houses for life. Matière Première, the quality of their perfumes is always beautiful, but this is a Neroli. If you have tried Tom Ford Neroli Portofino and you were not happy with that Neroli, baby girl, get into this. Get into this. If you have smelled, there is a baby oil that we used to use in Cameroon. It was called, I cannot remember the name right now, I'm going to put it somewhere on this video. If you have smelled that and you like it, baby, get to know Neroli Orangé. Neroli Orangé is just a beautiful, airy, fluffy Neroli. When I smell this, I imagine myself, never been there in real life, imagine myself in the south of France in a chalet, and they have white silk blinds just, you know, dancing in the wind, and I'm wearing a very light negligee. I'm being all sexy and shit. This is what she wearing. She bougiana, okay? I love this. So yeah, when all else fails and I want to be a bougie bitch, Neroli Orangé is what I wear. Now, when all else fails and I'm going out, I really want to impress, but I'm too overwhelmed to think about it, I'm wearing Symphony by House of Ira. I know that I talk a lot about Symphony on this channel. It's because I'm a Symphony stan. It's because I'm a House of Ira stan. This is my girl. This is, you know the song, because he is my G for, this is my G for life. When I run out of this, I'm getting 2. There will never be a collection without Symphony, okay? There would never be a collection without Symphony. Absolutely never. So let me tell you, this is a saffron bomb, but it's also woody in the base. It is sophistication, it is class. It is you walk into the room and you own the room. So when I don't want to think about it, but I still want to walk into the room and be like, bitch, what? This is what I'm wearing. This is what I'm wearing without thinking about it, without negotiating with myself. I don't like when I don't want to think about it. Like I still want to walk into the room and feel like, yeah, I smell good. I smell, yeah, that was me. That was me you're smelling right there. You see what you're smelling? You see what you're wondering your hair will smell that good? It was me. It was me. When I want all that, I wear House of Ira Symphony. This is absolutely glorious. This is sophistication. This is sexiness. This is class. This is well dressed. This is put together. This is everybody's gonna smell you. This is 10 hours on your skin. Need I say more? House of Ira Symphony. Another one that I like the exclusive, but I don't like the OG, but this is also class. This is so soft girl. I actually would recommend this for a bride because I think she's absolutely beautiful. Is Valaya Exclusive by Parfum de Marly. I love her. I have the OG. I don't like her that much. And the difference between the OG and this one is this one has almond milk in it. It does have the white florals. It does have the aldehydes, but the almond milk makes it more grounded, less screechy like the OG. It does have the musk in the base. But for this scent profile, this gives you longevity. This gives you 10 hours on skin. This one is not as loud as the OG, but baby, it's still loud. It still holds its own. You're going to walk into the room. People are going to smell you. You smell really nice. You smell creamy. You smell sophisticated. You smell like a good floral. It puts a lot of things together, bring the scent profile to a perfect choir. Like all the vocals are in sync, and it's just beautiful. It's a fantastic experience. When I bought the OG, I bought it out of hype, to be honest with y'all. It was yeah. When it came, I was just like, that sharpness of the aldehydes was just throwing me off. I could not get it. I tried. Not a bad smelling perfume. Matter of fact, it's one of the perfumes where I don't like it on me, but when I go out somewhere and I smell the sillage, like I smell it in the air, I'm like, damn, this stuff smells good. That's why I haven't decluttered it yet. Because the sillage of that perfume, like, it makes me feel like, oh my God, this is what I smell when I go out there with it. But I do not personally experience it like that. I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't know if I'm rambling, but if I am, put it in the comment section. Tell me like, girl, you're rambling. But Valai Exclusive, that girl. Mindful, demure, sophisticated, close to the skin, doesn't do too much, but you're going to be impressed. You about to notice me. I'm not going to try. I'm not going to try to make you notice me, but you are about to notice a bitch because I smell really good. Okay. The next one is one that I am hopelessly in love with. Hopelessly in love with. It is one by Samir Gray. Prepare to be sick of me. I'm going to talk about this fragrance a lot because, like, let me tell you something about me. The reason why I talk ad nauseum about fragrance is I tell you guys about the things that I actually like, right? No brand is telling me to talk about a fragrance because when brands pay people to talk about fragrance, they talk about once and they stop talking about it, right? I talk about the fragrances that I absolutely love. One by Samir Gray. Go over there and get your 9 of these. I'm not playing with you. Go over there if you like vanilla, if you like almond. I think it has some white florals in it too. If you're looking for a fragrance that is more of aromatherapy, this is what this is. Again, my last couple of years have been really hard. My last couple of years, like, life has kicked me deep in my booty hole. I promise you, I have struggled. I've been hanging on to my eyelashes. And so anything that helps me feel better about myself, about my life, about the prospects of a brighter day tomorrow, I would lean on it. And this is what this gives me. I know you're going to be asking yourself, how can a perfume give you that? It does, because when I wear it, I feel comforted. I feel less attacked by life. I feel like life ain't attacking me that much. And the next one falls in the same category. It is Indol Tehota. These two lately, I don't wear them together, but I wear them to bed because it's in my bed that I want to just, you know what I'm saying, just hold myself and be like, it's going to be all right, girl. It's going to be all right. You may not know how, you may not know when, but it's going to be all right. Indol Tehota and one by Samir Gray, but lately is leaning more one by Samir Gray. It's been giving me that feeling of it's going to be all right. Hang in there. Do not give up. Do not stop. The only way to get through this is to keep going, right? These two. Okay, the final one is something that I tell people that if I had to make a scent of the day video for this perfume every time I wear it, I will be doing scent of the day for the exact same perfume every day. And you can see the dent. And this is the second bottle for this. Acqua e Zucchero by Profumum Roma. You see the dent? Bottle number 2. This is a lemon gourmand. The blend is perfect. The lemon there is consistent all through the stay of the perfume, but the lemon is not a sweet tart lemon. It's sweet, but not too tart. It is sharp. It's bright. It has that vanilla in the base. This is gorgeous. When all else fails, any occasion, any day, taking my husband to a doctor's appointment, work, going out to do groceries, going out to a party, brunch with the girls, which I don't get to do very often. All the things and everything in between, I wear Acqua e Zucchero by Profumum Roma, the house of Profumum Roma in general. These people know how to make a gourmand. If you are a gourmand girly and you haven't sampled Profumum Roma, I promise you, put everything down and go there. Try them. And you can get them from discounters. Their perfumes are not cheap. I'm sorry for that. Their perfumes are not cheap, but you can get them from discounters. But I will tell you, this house and this particular perfume, get it and come back in the comment section and tell me. So this is a list of fragrances that I wear when all else fails. And lately, she's been feeling a lot. So I've been reverting to these perfumes very easily to make myself feel better, to uplift my mood, to remind me of who and whose I am. Because sometimes you get so lost that you forget that you have a purpose, and there is a purpose on earth that only you can fulfill. And so sometimes you need something to redirect you, to recenter you, and remind you of who you are. And for me, fortunately, I find my thing that recenters me, and it's my fragrances. I hope for you that you find something that centers you, something that gives you joy with very little effort, something that reminds you of who and whose you are. And I hope this video helped. I am so happy to have you guys here all the time. Bisous. Bisous à tout le monde et à la prochaine. Bonne journée and see you later.